The Lord's right. The wedding feast had dwindled to its final hours. Alanah, barely 14 summers old, trembled in the corner of the great hall as her new husband Thomas, a weathered farmer of 35, drank himself into oblivion. She'd been told what to expect on her wedding night: pain, blood, and duty, but not about the other tradition that hung over the celebration like a shadow. "It's time," whispered her mother, gripping her arm with fingers whitened by years of washwork. "Remember, child, this is the way of things. The Lord's right must be honored." Baron Reinhardt, whose lands her family had worked for generations, watched from the high table, his gaze never leaving the young bride. The droit du seigneur, the Lord's right to the first night, wasn't practiced everywhere, but in this remote fiefdom, ancient customs died hard. As her mother led her to the Baron's private chambers, Alanah caught sight of Thomas, now unconscious on a bench, spittle trailing from his slack mouth. Would he even notice tomorrow that his bride had been broken in by another man? Would he care? The Baron's chamber door closed behind her with the finality of a tomb. As he approached, smelling of wine and sweat, she noticed how his hands, soft and unblemished by labor, contrasted with his cruel smile. "Your sacrifice ensures a bountiful harvest," he whispered, as if conferring a blessing. "Your children, should they come from this night or any other, will have the protection of the manor." Before dawn, she was returned to her marriage bed, placed beside her still unconscious husband. Blood stained her thighs, and tears had dried on her cheeks. 3 weeks later, when the first signs of pregnancy appeared, Alanah found herself praying to all the saints that the child growing within her belonged to her husband, knowing that either way, she would never be certain. Years later, when Baron Reinhardt's son, with eyes so like her firstborn's, took over the estate, Alanah would turn away whenever their paths crossed, the weight of that first night never having lifted from her shoulders.